Very good evening, everybody. Can all of you hear me properly? Can everybody see the screen properly? Let's just do a connection test first. Just confirm to me if you can see the screen properly and hear me properly. Welcome to Pathfinders Trainings. I'm Yogeshwar Vashishtha. Okay, and this is going to be a 2 hour session. And in this 2 hour session, I'm going to talk about the stock market. You can chat with me. Yes, we are in this situation now. The coronavirus situation is where we are in right now. So, just checking my connections. Give me a minute. Okay. And we are in this situation right now. The world is in a bad shape. Wishing everybody a very happy Ram Navami, but we are in a bad shape. The whole world now. 9,66,000 people are affected. Almost 50,000 rupee are dead here, and US, Italy, Spain, very bad shape. In India also, you see, I'm watching this closely. We were somewhere here just a few days ago, and now India is at 2,474 and 69 dead guys. So take care, and it is tough time for everybody. So stay safe, stay inside. I'm going to talk about the stock market today to you. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. It is a risky place, so come fully prepared. This is my trading room, guys. Every professional trader has his own trading room. This is my trading room, which is a 5 screen setup and full of books. I love to read books. This is the back side of my trading room. And this also is my meditation room, my reading room, and my trading room. This is how the emotion in the market moves. Right now, the market have crashed. They've gone down almost 33%. So, and just a few months ago, we were at peak, which was the point of the maximum financial risk. And now we see this is a point of maximum financial opportunity. Has a crash happened for the first time? No. Crashes are a very regular thing into the stock market, giving us good re-entries. I'll be talking about these and the stock market today. Two kind of people are there in the workshop, this webinar now. Almost 250 people have joined so far. Welcome everybody. First is newcomers, people who are coming into the stock market for the first time. Please write yes if you are a newcomer. Okay, so lot of newcomers into the class. Guys, whatever you're writing to me is personal to me only. So your chat is personal to me. You can freely write to me. A lot of newcomers. Thank you very much for the response. Many of you have also suffered a loss. You have tried, but somehow it has not worked out for you, and you want to recover your loss back. Please write the word loss if you have suffered a loss. Okay, that's a lot of people who have suffered losses also, and they would like now their losses to be recovered back. They would like their losses to be recovered back. So we'll be talking about the loss traps, the opportunities. Now, if I'm looking at the market, the stock market, there are corrections that happen regularly here. Now, in 1992, our market went down 54% in a year. And after that, it went up 127% is the in the next 1.5 years. In 1996, our stock market was down 40% in 4 years. And after that, next year, it went up 115%. Year 2000, the market went down 56% in 1.5 years and then went up 138% in the next 2.5 years. Year 2008, which most people remember, the biggest crash of our market. The market was down 61% in a year. After that, it went up 157 in the next 1.5 years. In 2010, our market went down 28% in 1 year, then went up 96% in the next 3 years. And now we are in 2020 now, so far in this year, the market is already down by about 30% in 3 months. So right now, is this an opportunity in the market? Yes or no? Right? It is, of course, a great opportunity. But then you have to know what is the opportunity and how will you grab that opportunity. That is what we will be talking about today here. Because if you look at the market, let's check out the market. This is a monthly chart of our market. Let's go down first to the crash of 2008. Let's go back in history. This is the crash of 2008. And let's see how much did the market correct. Drawing these levels. And it was the same case in 2007. Everybody was euphoric. Everything was going on. People thought nothing could go wrong. And one fine day, it started crashing, corrected 23%, then formed a flag pattern, corrected 38%, didn't even stop at the 50%, and it corrected almost 61%. You know, and after that, it went up. Right. So the biggest crash in the recent history, 2008, market corrected 61%. Let's see this one now. Now here, this was where this up move started, right from here and all the way till there. And see now, the market has already corrected 23%, then 38%. And now, tell me one thing, is this crash worse than the crash of 2008? Is it a much worse situation? Yes or no? This is a much bigger crash. Here, the whole world is in a problem for which nobody has any solution. There is no vaccine for coronavirus. This is the biggest crash ever. Last time a crash like this happened was in 1918, which was the Spanish flu. Does anybody have an idea how many people died in the Spanish flu all over the world from 1918 to 1923? I'll give you the figure between 5 crore and 10 crore people. 5 to 10 crore people. Look at another logic. The countries are closed, there is no financial activity. The kind of right now, this virus is only having health implication, but in long term, it will have huge financial implications. So, are we bottomed out or has the bottom out just started? It had just started, guys. So, if in 2008 it crashed 61%, at least that much you have to expect. You know? So the nearby target for this market looks to be 7,341. And if it goes down, what is your plan? And people have all kind of thought processes. Like some people were asking to me, you know, just sometimes back, shall I buy this? Shall I buy that? That's all they are looking for. You have to, when you come to the stock market, you have to be extremely rational. It's a place where emotions have no place. When you come into the stock market, you have to learn to be rational. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So, are you ready, guys? Shall we start? Let's. I cannot teach you stock market in 2 hours. Whatever I can teach, I will try. Okay. So, these are your choices. These are your investment vehicles. The first is stock, my favorite, high returns liquid, but stock market is only for people who have the necessary skill to trade and invest. Till the time you do not have the skill to trade and invest, till the time you are not skilled, you will not make money. Look at all these and tell me out of which, in this, which one is the most risky one. चलो मुझे बताइए सब. Almost 300 people now into the webinar, 310 to be exact. So tell me out of this, which one is the most risky? Everybody said stocks, stocks. Everybody said stocks. I'll tell you which one is the most risky. Out of this, according to me, the most risky is FD. FD is the most risky product. And let me tell you why do I say so. What are the returns on FD, guys? FD पे कितने returns मिलते हैं आपको? 6%, 7%, 6 to 7% is what we are looking at. Great. And how much is the inflation in India? Right? Same. 6 to 8% is the inflation in India. So if FD is giving a return of 6 to 7% per year and inflation is at 6 to 7% per year, which is eating away the value of your money. So what are your effective returns on FD per year? Isn't it zero or negative? And you also have to pay the tax on the interest. That's why the most risky product, which gives you a feeling of security, is FD. Then even worse are those pension schemes. Long-term pension schemes where your money is blocked for 20 years, 30 years. What are the returns you get there? The returns you get there are about 4% per year. Okay. So now next one, many people are very, very fond of is mutual funds. What are the kind of returns mutual funds have given you guys? Yes, 9 to 11%. That is what is the average return of the mutual fund. 8 to 12%, 9 to 11%. That is the rate. They normally give 2 3% more than the FD. And that is not guaranteed. FD at least is guaranteed. Mutual funds normally fall more in a fall. So they also give a false sense of security, but they are even more risky because their drawdown is high. Real estate is illiquid now, and it is a useless vehicle for investment after demonetization. The cost of construction of a house is about 3,000 rupees per square foot. Builders used to sell it for 15,000 rupees a square foot. Eventually, this will keep on down to realistic levels to maybe about 5 6,000 rupees a square foot. So for investment, it is useless. Gold historically gives about 5 6% returns. Cash doesn't give any returns. So out of all these investment vehicles, the one that is capable of giving you money, income, and financial freedom is stocks. But unfortunately, stocks is not for everyone. Stocks is only for those who are willing to learn it. Now, what should be your expectation from the stock market? That is the first thing you should be looking at. Now, if you put 10 lakh rupees of yours in a FD, how much will you get per day? Anybody can do a quick calculation? Let me save your time. 192 rupees per day. Suppose say 60,000 rupees per day. No, that is 60,000 rupees in a year. I'm talking of roughly Sunny Sharma, very nice, about 200 rupees per day. So on your 10 lakh rupees, if you can learn how to make 5,000 rupees per day, is that worth having as a skill? Yes or no? Yes. That's what I'm going to talk today. How from intraday and swing trading, using futures and options, you can make 10% per month. That is your for incomes, short term. Now, many of you want to build long term portfolios. And what should be your expectation from it? About four times that of FD. About four times more than the FD. So that is about 24% per year. Now, many people, when they have mutual fund, like for example, how many of you have this question in your mind? Shall I buy Yes Bank for my portfolio? How many of you have this query in your mind? Shall I buy Yes Bank for my portfolio? See, so many of you, at least 50 people have said, yes, I. Let's look at the logic. Who has taken the majority stake in Yes Bank? So let's look at it logically. State Bank of India. Very good. Do you know what is the average growth rate of State Bank of India in the last 5 years? 5% per year. State Bank of India has grown at 5% per year. And Yes Bank just now posted 18,000 crore rupees of loss. Now tell me honestly, would you like to open a saving account in Yes Bank? No. So when nobody wants to open a saving account in Yes Bank, it posted a 18,000 crores of loss, and it is now owned by SBI, which itself is growing at only 4-5% per year. So tell me, is Yes Bank capable of giving you 24% per year? Why take an emotional decision just because somebody on TV is talking about it? You'll have to come here on your own strength. I'm starting from the very, very basics here. So, if you want to build a long term portfolio and you want it to grow at 24% per year, basically, what is a portfolio? Now, somebody says, what is a portfolio? Let's go there. Now, let's see this. This is HDFC. What is the business of HDFC, guys? HDFC का business क्या है? No, HDFC is not into banking. HDFC is into lending. Very good, Suyod. And HDFC Bank is in banking. Reliance is into multiple businesses. SBI is a bank. So whenever you are buying, let's say, 100 stocks of Reliance Industries, you are buying ownership in Reliance Industries. You're buying a ownership in Reliance Industries. And Reliance Industries is growing on an average. If I look at Reliance Industries, it is growing at about 10% per year. That is the profit growth of the last 3 years of Reliance Industries, 10% per year. So if you buy Reliance, which is growing at 10% per year, and you have bought in your portfolio Reliance Industries, would your portfolio grow at 24% per year? No, of course no. Now, that's why most people buy these blue chip companies, HDFC, Reliance, Infi, and then they complain that, oh, I'm getting only 9-10% per year. I bought such nice blue chip companies. Why am I not getting more? You will get only what is the growth of that company. So if you want your portfolio to grow at 24% per year, you need to invest in businesses which are growing at 24% per year. Is my point clear to everybody? And how many companies are listed on the Indian stock exchanges? More than 6,000. So what do you have to do? You have to learn fundamental analysis and find out what are those 20 companies which are growing at more than 25% per year and which will keep on growing at that rate for the next 10 years. And if you have found those companies, you have a portfolio of 20 companies and your portfolio will grow at 25% per year. Now, somebody gave a comment. I'm not worried. I'll just keep on holding the stocks in my portfolio. No. When a downside will happen and the market will crash down, your portfolio will lose money. Now, Umesh says, but how to find out which companies are growing at 25% or more? Very good question, Umesh. You will have to learn fundamental analysis. You'll have to learn, for example, I write down here balance sheet of Reliance. I'm first telling you what has to be learned here. Balance sheet of Reliance Industries. Let's open it here. Now, do you know how to read this balance sheet? Most of you won't. Most of you want to know. Information is freely available. It is the analysis that is important. And there are 6,000 companies like this which have balance sheets like this. So you'll have not only to learn first to read a balance sheet, you'll also have to learn how to do a comparative study of those 6,000 companies and found those 20 companies which have the best balance sheets and the best growth rates. That's where your 24% per year will come. Right? So this is the expectation you should have. But then it will not happen in 2 days. How much time does it take to learn stock market? 6 months to 1 year minimum. Anybody who has told you you can learn stock market in a crash course in 2 days, 3 days, 10 days, it is a skill and it takes time to acquire the skill. Let's go little more into it. Now, for example, let me open, since I'm talking Reliance, let me open Reliance. This is the stock of Reliance, and I have opened a technical chart. You have two friends here. In stock market, you have two friends. आपके यहाँ दो दोस्त हैं. And these two friends you should be very, very familiar with because these friends will give you money. Your first friend here is a balance sheet. Your first friend here is a balance sheet, and you can learn the balance sheet by understanding fundamental analysis. By understanding the fundamental analysis. And your second friend here is a technical chart. Now, this is a technical chart. What is a technical chart? A technical chart is a pictorial representation of the price movement on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis. How much time to learn this? Learning a balance sheet requires about 2 months. Learning a technical chart is a continuous practice. You will take about 6 months to master your charts. Now, what are the basic components of a chart? Okay. On the x-axis is the time. On the y-axis is the price. And the most basic chart is a line chart. Now, this is a line chart. In a line chart, closing prices are plotted. Price is going up, price is going sideways, and price is going down. Price goes in three directions: up, down, and sideways. And you have to learn how to interpret this price. The second chart is a bar chart. A bar chart has got four prices: open, high, low, and close. And you will have to learn how to interpret these four prices and the correlation between these. Then this is a candlestick chart where every candle consists of a body and a wick. Now, and the various patterns will tell you where the price is likely to go up and the price is likely to go down. There are at least 25 candlestick patterns you will have to master. For example, here the price tried to go up and formed a bearish engulf. This reversal happened on a bullish harami, and right now here was a morning star which took it up. So, and who is moving these, like this price that is moving, who is responsible for this price movement, guys? Guys, some questions are coming in between. Let's do one thing, since if I keep on answering in between, the flow will go away. You keep on noting your questions, and in the end, I'll have 15 minutes only for question answers. Is that fine? Right. That way I can focus on the subject. Okay, but I'll answer all your questions in the end. So here now, this is the price. Then there is a Heinkō chart and there is a Renko chart. And you'll have to learn all these charts. Now, since this chart is a pictorial representation of the price, so the basic question comes is, who controls this market? Who controls this market? It is definitely not you and me. It's definitely not you and me. We don't control this market. Who controls the market? The first person who controls the market are mutual funds. People park a lot of money with mutual funds, so they have a lot of capital, strength, and they are capable of moving the market up and down. Then the second, companies who give you very less but earn a lot from it. So before I write it here, let me ask a question from you. Do you know who makes the most money from intraday and swing trading in India? Who makes the most money from intraday and swing trading in India? Very good. First prize to Kan Bhalla. It is Life Insurance Corporation, LIC of India. LIC. LIC. So it is the insurance company. Insurance company. So how much do they give you? they give you just 4% a year, and they earn much more from your money by deploying the money in the stock market for long-term portfolio, short-term trading, trading options, futures, hedges, strategies, and whatnot. The third major player into this market is banks. Every bank has got a treasury. Now, the money that you give to the bank, where it gives you 7% a year, where does that money goes? That money goes in two places. One is for loans, another is treasury. Another is treasury. Then the fourth major player that is here in this one is, see here, the fourth major player is corporates. Many people don't know that big businesses are also active into the stock market. All big businesses, they're also involved into the stock market. Then you have big brokers. Big brokers. Then another very big component is number six, the foreign institutional FIIs. There are FII, foreign institutional investor, money that comes from outside India. So these people are trading among themselves, they're investing, and they are the major market movers. Like, for example, if I see here on, let's see what are the DIIs doing. Let's look at here. In the month of March, the FIIs, the foreign institutional investors, they sold for 65,816 crores. Where did the market go? The market went down. When these players start selling, market goes down. And when these players start buying, the market goes up. Is this clear to everybody, guys? Let's go from the very basics. You have to understand how does the market move, who controls the market. Are you liking the session so far, guys? Great, thank you very much. Let's go further. So they control the market. And what do they do? What do they do? What do they do? They must be doing something. They come here, what do they do? They do four kind of trading. They do four kind of trading. Number one, they do intraday trading. What is intraday trading? Intraday trading is one-day trading, where your trading duration is a few hours from morning to evening. They do intraday trading. Then they also do swing trading. What is swing trading? Trading that lasts for a few days. It can last 3 days, 4 days, up to 10 days. If a trade lasts, it is called a swing trading. They do swing trades. Then they do positional trading. Positional trading. Now, positional trading is where your trade lasts for many weeks. It can last up to 3 months. And they also do portfolio building. They do portfolio building. Now, that's what they are doing. So they engage in all these forms of trading, and you and me have to learn all these forms of trading. Now, what instruments do they use? What do they trade? What do they trade? What do they trade? So they trade Number one that most people are familiar with is stocks. Is one that can give money in up direction. Stocks can give money in up direction only. If the market goes down, if the price goes down, you will lose money in stocks. That's why a portfolio which is made of stocks, if the market goes down, it loses money. Now, the second product they trade is the futures. The futures. Futures can give money in up and down direction. Futures can give money in up and down direction. And the third product that they trade is options. And options can give money in three directions: up, down, and sideways. Options can give money in three directions: up, down, and sideways. So if you have to come here and make money 10% a month in intraday swing and 24% a year in your portfolio, you will have to master stocks, futures, and options. So now let's see this. Let's go here and see an example all of this. For example, let's say I'm looking at TCS. This is the stock of TCS. And TCS went down 6.4% on Friday. So the person who was owning the stock of TCS, did he make money or did he lose money, guys? He lost money. Very good. Now the second product is derivatives. I go to TCS, near and future. This is the future which expires on 30th April. Is a bi-directional product in which you will make money when the price goes down if you are short on it. And the third product is an option. For example, a put option of TCS of, let's say, of 1740. How much returns did it give on that day when the TCS went down? It gave a returns of 37% in a single day. So what are these futures and options? They are derivative products which are high speed products. For example, if I say that the speed of the stock is 10 kilometer per hour, the speed of the future is 100 kilometer per hour, and the speed of option is 1000 kilometers per hour. So which one should you start with? Stocks. But what should be your aim? Your aim should be options. I trade every day. I'm a trader and an investor. I have two capitals. I have a personal capital, which is a few crore rupees. And I also have a 10 lakh rupees of capital with which I trade with my students every day. Yesterday, I had a full day of live trading in which I booked a profit of about 85,000 rupees. And I'll show you a video of that shortly. But let's go to the basics first. You know, if you go to my YouTube channel, you will find a lot of videos there, but we'll come to that later. Let's understand the basics first. Is it clear so far? You have two. What are your two friends? Balance sheet and technical chart. Now, the way you have friends, you also have enemies. What are your enemies here? Your enemies. Let me write here. Your enemies. Who are your enemies here? Your enemy number one is lack of skill. Now, let's understand this very clearly. No matter what you are doing, guys, by the way, those who are on slower connection and everybody else also, I will be sending a recording of this session to everyone. After this session is finished, within 1 hour, you will receive a recording of this session. So focus here on this one. Lack of skill. Now, let's understand the logic here. Because this market is very different from the debt market, from the FD market. For example, let's say you want to buy Reliance tomorrow. It is at 1080 rupees, and you feel, okay, great, let me buy Reliance tomorrow, it is likely to go up. You order your broker to buy you 100 Reliance. The broker in the morning buys you 100 Reliance. Now, this 100 Reliance, which direction would you like Reliance to go now? Up or down? Up. Very good. Thank you. Now, this 100 shares of Reliance you bought from somebody, somebody sold his 100 stocks to you. Now, this person who sold his 100 stocks to you, what is his opinion? Does he think Reliance will go up or does he think Reliance will go down? He thinks it will go down. Otherwise, why will he sell it to you? So that's why the greatest risk, your enemies, your risk here is lack of skill. So who will make money? The person who has the higher skill will make money. Now, second risk you have is your emotion. Your emotions are your biggest enemy here. I think it will go up. I think it will go down. How many people are here who tried trading, but you could not control your emotions? You had no skills and you lost money. Say yes, guys. How many of you face this dilemma? So many of you, I'll not name you guys, but thank you very much for the honesty. So, your enemies, first of all, is your lack of skill and your emotion. And your third enemy is dependency on others. Dependency on others. Many people are dependent on tips and other people to make them money. This is your enemy. Till the time you do not have your own skill, you should not come to the stock market because it is based on difference of opinion. So, your enemies, lack of skill, your emotions, and dependency on others. So Charudatta said, now I understand that I lost because of all the three enemies. Yes. Now, what are your risks here? Let's understand what are your risks in this market. Your risk. What is your first risk into this market? Your first risk into this market is your first risk, you have no control over it. You have no control over the market. Now, me and you together, do we have any control as to where the market will open tomorrow, guys? No, we have no control. Sorry to say, but we have no control. Who are controlling it? These six guys. So, this is our risk. We have no control over the market. Then, our second risk is your opponent is invisible. Isn't it right? When you take an online trade, you have no idea from whom you bought it or to whom did you sell it, right? आपको कोई अंदाजा नहीं है आपने किससे खरीदा और किसको बेचा. So your opponent is invisible. And third, you do not know the skill level of your opponent. You do not know the skill level of an opponent. It might be a very skilled, you know, a professional trader or a mutual fund manager sitting on the other side who might take your money away from you. Then you do not know the skill level of your opponent. And another risk is that there are unknown risks. Unknown risks like war, disease, like we have this coronavirus, elections, results, etc. And you have to factor all this in your trading and investing. Now, I hope so far, at least this thing should be clear to you that it cannot be learned in 2 hours or 10 days. It will take time to learn it. But the money here is fantastic. What kind of money is here? I do live trading every day with my traders, and once a week I live trade with them full day, 9 to 3:30. I had a live trading session yesterday. Now, this was a 49,000 rupees of profit. What was I trading? Only options and futures. This was 7,600. This was a 16,000 rupees of profit. And let me open the trade log. How am I doing while the crash is happening? Let's check out what is the potential of this market. Now, yesterday I booked a profit of 89,578 rupees on my 10 lakh rupees of capital. And this is how my month is going on. I had, there are losses. Every trader will have losses, but the key is if your losses are smaller and your profits are bigger, you will do well. I made 3,07,000 rupees in 15 trading days. These are all intraday trades using futures and options. Then I had a 17,000 rupees of loss. Then I had 3 lakh rupees of profit, 2 days more than 1 lakh rupees. Then a 9,600 rupees of loss. And now I have 89,000 rupees of profit that I made on, you know, yesterday. So overall, this month for me is going out very good, 57% last month, 9%. Now the question comes, hey, how is money possible when the market is falling? Let's go to that. Now, what is the direction of the market? This is the direction of the market. We go into details of this. Beside is the market falling? Market is falling in the downward direction. Now, can you make money with stocks when the market is falling? No. You can only make money with futures and options. You can only make money with futures and options here. So let me open up. This is my live trading from yesterday. Total duration 6 hours and 16 minutes, guys. I cannot run 6 hours and 16, so I'll pass it through parts here. just to give you an overview of how a professional trader trades. And I'm not trading alone. With me, there are more than 500 traders who are trading with me. Trading capital about 10 lakh rupees. And the market has started about 13 points minus. We are analyzing our market and our trades here. So we have demarcated the market. If you see, I have done my technical analysis. I have demarcated the market. And we have identified the flag pattern. And we have seen when the flag will break and we will take our trades. Now here, I got my entry. I have my strategy ready. The market is down by 160 points. I've already taken my trades. And the market has started moving in my direction now. And you see here, I've already booked here my mark to mark profit is 48,303. What am I trading? Making a 48,000 rupees here. And this is a live trade going on. This is a live trade going on. So I'm already making, a 47,000 rupees of profit. Let's go forward. And I've started logging. So you cannot just randomly trade. You need to have a proper risk sheet. Now this is my risk sheet where I log every trade to know how am I doing. Like here, by this time, 40 minutes have passed in the market. I've booked a profit of 7,641 rupees. Now the market is 231 points down. So which side is the market going? Down. What is the vehicle I've chosen? Futures and options. You can see here now. Here I booked a 571 rupees more of profit. And now so far in the first 50 minutes I've booked 8,212 rupees. Market is moving, 15,000 rupees of profit booked. And now you see here. So we'll watch this. Now we are seeing that the flag is likely to be broken. I have decided on my pattern to trade. It's a scientific field, if you understand. Which is about 8,000 rupees. That is, now I have utilized a capital booked a 16,000 rupees so far. Lakh and 40. The thumb rule of hedger, Karthik, is 100% I have taken. See here now I'm moving it here forward. And finally, see my flag was broken and it is a continuation pattern. I increased my positions further. Target. Now, here also I'm 1 hour and 51 minutes into it. See, I've booked a profit of about 16,000 rupees and I'm booking some more profit here. Be safe. Yeah, I'm booking profits. See now here, I've booked a profit of 44,000 rupees so far. Guys, दो ऑडियो आएंगे क्योंकि एक ऑडियो लाइव रिकॉर्डिंग का है और एक मेरा है जो मैं इधर लाइव हूं. So, and what am I trading? Futures and options. 44,000 rupees booked so far. So, in this account here, and now if I go here, now it's not only me making money. You see here, made 15,000. These are the people who are with me. 1,100. Sushma made 21,000. Very good. Sunal made 4,850. Mudassir 2,235. Shirish 1,300. Devdasan 1,500. Kaushik says that this month I made 65,000 rupees of profit. Ruzbe has made 62,000 so far. Ruzbe, profit book karna. I would suggest if you're making 62,000, book it and don't look it. And you can see here, Investors Club. I am, and this is the live. The sheet that I'm showing you, that is a live video of that. Where 750 rupees. So I've booked a 72,000 rupees of profit here. And I went on and booked a profit of 89,578 rupees. This is the possibility of this market, provided you learn all the things. Provided you learn all the things. Now, how does the price behave? So, what do you have to understand? Let's come to a very important question. What do you have to learn? Now, what do you have to learn? Have learn and master. What do you have to learn and master here to make money like this, guys? Any guess? Chalo, bully. What do you want to say? What do you have to learn and master? Chart, indicators. I'm getting a lot of answers. Skill, patterns, basics, technical analysis. Let me make it very simple for you. You have to learn and master the. That's all. It's all about mastering the price, because it is price which will give you profit, and it is price that will give you loss. You never trade a name, you're only trading a price. Now let's try and understand the price a little. Right, guys? Are you with me so far? Great. Let's go forward. Now, let's revise a little. What are the four kinds of trading the big traders and the big players are doing? Intraday, swing, positional, and long term. Great. And what are the various asset classes? Stocks, futures, options, commodity, and forex. So there are multiple time frames. This is a daily chart. This is a monthly chart. It is a weekly chart. This one is a intraday chart. So let's go to the daily chart. This is a daily candlestick chart. And let's go back to this. What are the three things the price is doing? ये price तीन चीजें कर रहा है. What are the three things the price is doing? It is going up, it is going down. Price सिर्फ तीन चीजें करता है. या तो ऊपर जाता है, या नीचे जाता है, या साइडवेज रहता है. उसके अलावा प्राइस कुछ नहीं करता है. Now, let me add into this the balance line. I'm adding into this the balance line now. And we will see how is the price behaving. Now, this one is the balance line. This is the balance line. Now, what does the price do? Price goes away from the balance line and becomes disbalanced. This is disbalanced or sell. It becomes disbalanced for sell. When the price becomes disbalanced, it will start coming towards the balance line. Now, here the price went down again from the balanced line and it became disbalanced. It became disbalanced for buy. And so what is the price trying to do? So the price is continuously trying to find its balance. Price is continuously trying to find its balance. So what gives you the maximum opportunity to make money, guys? When the price is balanced or the price is imbalanced? It is disbalanced. Somebody said, sir, word should be imbalanced. No problem, sir. We'll make it imbalanced. If that makes you happy, imbalanced. Okay? Okay, so imbalanced it is. So what is the price doing? It is going from imbalance to balance. I'm just touching the very basics. So now let's go here. And we see this is what the price is doing, imbalance to balance to imbalance. Now, right now, is the price balanced or imbalanced? It is imbalanced. Is it imbalanced for a buy or is it imbalanced for a sell? It is imbalanced for a buy. But this is just the basics. Now, if I go further, there are so many other ways. For example, let's look at something else. If I'm looking at, let's say, in commodities, I'm looking at gold. This is gold. Now, look at gold. Now, gold, now I just sold some of my gold now. I was carrying a long trade in gold, made good money into it. Now, many people want to buy gold now. But right now, is the gold imbalanced for a buy or imbalanced for a sell? It is imbalanced for a sell. So I'm just giving you the very basics. It is not as simple as this, but if you have been able to understand this base, the first lesson I've been able to impart is that the price is continuously trying to find balance, and your job is to find out where is the point of maximum imbalance. Abhi, the key is to find out which is that point of maximum imbalance, and you will find it with multiple methods. You will use oscillators, you will use indicators, you will use trend lines, you will use various tools, you will use the balance sheets, you will use levels, you will use pivots, you will use support and resistances level, channels, trend lines. You know, there's so many methods, and the more you master them, the more you will start understanding the price. And that's why it is a continuous practice. It is a continuous practice. Now, let's say there are 6,000 balance sheet, there are 6,000 technical charts. Now, you want to find tomorrow which is a good stock to buy. One is you open 6,000 charts and you look at each of them and find out where is the support and resistance. Is it practically possible? Yes or no? Practically possible है कि हम 6,000 चार्ट खोलें? That's why to become a successful trader and investor, you will have to learn filtering, technical filtering and fundamental filtering. Let's say I want to know what are good stocks to buy tomorrow morning. So let me give you a small demonstration of filter. So I go here and I say, let me put here, I say, okay, stocks to buy, stocks to buy on 3rd April 20. So I note it here. And I decide I'll be working on the big trade list. 6,000 stocks I'm filtering, and I put a very simple condition here. As I'm looking at stocks, let's put a very simple, very commonly used filter. RSI value less than 30. Great. Even scan. I found my 44 stocks. So how much time did I take to find 44 out of 6,000? 1 minute? 1 minute laga. Now I want some more in this. So I add some more conditions. Don't stick to these conditions. उनको note करके कल से उस पे मत लग जाना please. This is just a demonstration. In different situation, different conditions would be used. So anything that I'm teaching you, take it as a learning. Don't take it as a tip, please. So here, if I look at I say last traded price is less than the lower Bollinger Band. Back to the grid. Even scan. I say fine, okay. I still have, and this one simple filter, and I just modify this one. Even scan, modify it a little more. You know, I say not this one. I'm not getting on this one. Let me find another one. Okay. Save and scan. Get back my 44. Edit it further. Say okay. Give me the one where the strength of the trend I'm using, I say, is greater than 40. And here, I keep on modifying this. And I got 37. I modified further. How many stocks did I get? One. What is the stock I'll focus on tomorrow? Tata Chemical. That is the, I'll focus on. So how much? It took me 5 minutes to find these stocks. Now, if you can learn yourself to find stocks like this, then you are really, really skilled. Otherwise, you will always be dependent on somebody else. Right? So, what is to be learned here? Let's go into the nitty gritties of this. You come here to create incomes and wealth. It is a skill based business. We talked about why losses happen because people are not skilled, they don't know the down direction. These are the four types of trading: intraday, swing, positional, and portfolio. Now, what is the key here? The key here is, now let me go back to this log sheet of mine. It's not that I don't have losses, I have losses. Every trader has losses, but my losses are smaller and my profits are bigger. I have reds, but I have few reds. You know? So the key is you can take a small profit, big profit, or a small loss, but you cannot take a big loss. And these are the asset classes you will have to master. The first asset class is stocks. Stocks are used for portfolio building. That's the only use of stocks. They are used for portfolio building. What is the biggest drawback with stocks, guys? So, who will tell me? What is the biggest drawback with stocks? They can only give money in up direction. They cannot give money in downward direction. This is the biggest drawbacks. That's why for intraday trading they are useless. Intraday they are very good for portfolio building. Then you can trade stock futures. About 150 companies have stock futures. You can trade index futures. Like there are two products you have to master. They will be your bread and butter. One is Nifty, which is the index of the market. This is a bi-directional index, and it needs about 1.5 lakh rupees to buy it. In intraday, you can buy it, for just 30-40,000 rupees, and it can give you about 10,000 rupees a month every day in a very volatile market. About 3-4,000 rupees per day in a less volatile market if you know how to trade it. There are many students who only trade this, and other is Bank. These are two indexes. Now, many of my students, they trade these. So if you look at the example, if I go, this is my website, pathfinderstrainings.com. I'm the owner of this company. So here, if you go to the best trades, now these are the trades of the students who trade with me, who are participating in trading with me. These are their trades. Like today, the 1st of April, yesterday, in intraday trading, the trader made 28,000 rupees. Yesterday, 24,000 rupees. Here, this was 88,000 rupees in a single day. These guys are with me for years, guys. You can also trade with me, but not just like that. You have to pass through an interview. You know, today I can only take 1,000 rupees of advance from you. That's all. And tomorrow I'll talk to you. If I feel you have into you to become a trader and investor, I'll ask you to pay the balance money. Otherwise, I'll give you your 1,000 rupees back. If you feel no, I will not be able to do it, you can say to me and your 1,000 rupees will be given back. Is that a fair deal, guys? The way you want to check me, I also want to check you, because there's a lot of money involved here and there's a lot of risk involved here. I only need committed traders like this. Let me show you. Let's say if I go to the day the crash started, see here, this is 1,07,000 in a day, 196, and there was, see, look at this trade, these two trades. This trader has a trading capital of more than 50 lakh rupees. And on the day of the crash on 13th March, he booked a profit of 8 lakh and 35,000 rupees in a single day. And here there's another trader who booked a profit of 7 lakh and 33,000 rupees in a single. It will take years to reach these levels. It will take years to reach these levels, but this is the possibility. Only for the serious ones. Only for the serious ones. So index futures would be your best friends, Nifty and Bank Nifty. Then this is my favorite product, options. I trade a lot of options, and options are, extremely creative products. You can use them alone, you can use them with stocks, you can use them with futures. You can also use them to protect your portfolios. Many people say market is going down, I don't care. You should care. Of course, you should care. So you, in classes I teach, how will you hedge your, you know, portfolio with options? That's you. If you have a portfolio more than 5 lakh rupees, you should know hedging with options. You can trade commodities, gold, silver, crude, metals. You can trade forex. And this is the skill set required: fundamental analysis, balance sheets, business models; technical analysis, chart reading; then stock filtering. I just gave you an example of filtering. You should know at least 50 methods like this. Then risk management methods, mastery of online platforms. Many people have this thought, how will I do intraday trading? I work in an office. How many of you have this question in your mind? How will I do intraday trading? My boss will kill me. I have office to attend. Right? Many of you have these questions. Well, the good news is these days you can put a trade in the market anytime. And if your trade setup is right, you can put your trade a night before you go to office, on the weekends, and whenever your levels will come, the trade will be executed. I teach auto trading into the class. In any case, sitting in front for the whole market doesn't make any sense since you can't control it. The more you will be near it, the more you will lose money. So that's why Auto trading needs to be learned so that you can put your trades into the system where your entry, exit, stop loss is properly defined. And you need to spend just about 45 minutes in a day to do all the intraday trading you want by mastering the online platforms. Now, high probability trading setup. This is the key. Different volatility, different market condition, different trends will require different setups. And you need to be equipped with at least about 50 trading setups. I repeat, 50 trading setups. Then trading plan aligned to your personality, rational decision making, money management and trade management, managing emotions and the subconscious mind. This is the skill set that is required. Okay, I've been talking to you for almost 1.5 hours now. Let me introduce myself in detail before I go further. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've done my M.Tech from IIT Roorkee. This movie Super 30, the IIT that was shown in that was where I passed out. I've done my international certification in management from South America, Peru, and my advanced courses in trading and investing from Pristine Academy of USA and other places. I'm a full-time trader now, also a trading coach, but I started as a civil engineer working for Skanska. This is the number two construction company in the world, and I specialize in hydropower projects. I've done hydropower projects in Sri Lanka, in Sweden, in Norway, and my last project was in Peru, which was the Yungan hydropower project. So my trading journey started in Sri Lanka when I met a Swedish trader. His name was Jeffrey, and my job was good, but it was a traveling job, and I wanted to settle down with our two boys growing up. So he introduced me to the world of trading. He used to live trade with me, and I used to learn. Then I was transferred to South America, Peru, in Yungan hydropower project, and I enrolled myself. I had started liking it by that time. I enrolled myself for an online course in Pristine Academy of USA. And that became the turning point for me. I remember at that time in 2002, 2003, I paid about 3 lakh rupees of fees. And that was the best investment I ever made. And they also took a proper interview. That's how they took me. But within a year, I was making about 10% a month on my capital. Now, at this time, if you see, in my intraday trading, I make about 17% a month on my capital. So I started making, I knew this profession was for real. In February 2007, I came back to India, became a full time trader. And then came the crash of 2008, and that was my best year. I love to teach, I love to trade, but first is was trading. And I had a rocking 2008. Then came 2009 and I became scared. Why scared? My trading capital became more than 1 crore rupees. And I started getting the fear of losing it. I called Jeffrey. I said, I have these fears coming up sitting in my room. He said, well, time you start coaching, time you start teaching and live trade in front of others so that you are at risk every day. People are judging you every day. So from 2009, I started live trading in front of others. I became a coach. In addition to being a professional trader, which I am till today, and that stabilized my emotions. So I made two capitals. One is a few crores, which I do till today. Another was a 10 lakh rupees capital with which I trade in front of my traders every day. So then in 2010, I was asked to be consultant to this international group of traders. And that was another wonderful opportunity I got where I learned more tricks of the trade from these international traders for about 2 years. That was a wonderful exposure. Then in 2012, I start working on a mentoring model of my own. Those who are 25, 30, you are very lucky guys. I knew about stock market when I was 38 years of age. So now this is when I started working on a mentoring model of my own. This is, you know, John Bollinger, inventor of Bollinger Bands. And in December 2012, the first batch of students was launched, about 35 students. And since then, more than 125 batches like that have passed. Now the course is no more physical plus online, it is totally online because people want to learn from all over India and other places. But it has been a very, very satisfying journey, and I believe stock market is a great place to make money if you know what to do here. So you must learn how to build and manage your own portfolio, make money with intraday trading, catch market swing with swing trading, and trade leverage assets and make money when the price goes down. And I love to mentor people to become traders and investors, but only the serious one. I'll tell you the structure of the course. It is a 6 months course with live training and live trading and lifetime of mentorship. Costs 42,000 rupees all inclusive, but you cannot pay me money today. Today you can pay me only 1,000 rupees and come for an interview tomorrow, over phone with me. If I feel that you are coachable, I will take the advance and you can pay the remaining payment. Otherwise, I'll return the money back to you. So these are the various batches that have passed, guys. It's a wonderful journey being a trader and an investor, and what a profession. You can do it from your home. Okay. And let me introduce myself in absentia. Just a minute, guys. This is my Facebook account. So let me just show myself a little since this class is online. So it will help to see some. That's me, guys. Last year I was in Dubai on a vacation. I just celebrated my 25th marriage anniversary. This is my better half, my wife here. And that's from my house, you know, with my family. We have two boys. One is 21, other is 17, both studying in US. One is doing computer engineering, other is doing data science. This is the younger one who is also one of the youngest options trader in India now. So now what more? Money is useless if you don't have family and friends to share it with. Just okay, this is our recent international vacation. These are the James Bond Islands. We love to travel. Okay, what more? This is with Shamak Dawa. Then here, this was my visit to Italy 2 years ago, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now, of course, Italy is in bad shape. Our two boys, you know, and both they've been trained into stock market since they were 12 years of age. This is our vacation in Germany. Then, and this is in Himalayas we were. There. So that's me, guys. Just that you can know, see me in absentia. That's my company, pathfinderstrainings.com. Let's go further. These are various batches that are passed out, but now the classes are totally online. There are no physical batches anymore since people want to learn from all over India. So the classes are more, totally online, and this is the structure of the course. Let's understand how you will become trader and investor. So with experience, I've found like I had about 370 people at peak. Now I have 246 people who are still there. And my experience is about 10% of you are serious. So 20 advances is what I will accept today, because I cannot practically talk to more than 20 people, today. So 20 is the maximum advances I will accept, will not take more than that. I will give you the link soon. First, let me explain the course to you. The course is based on live trading practice. You saw how my traders were trading with me, working on my trades. I'll assume that you are either a beginner or you have suffered a loss. How many of you fall into that category, guys? You're either a beginner or you have suffered a loss. Most of you fall into that category. So I'll assume you're a beginner or you've suffered a loss, and I'll give you a foundation training first. There will be 1 month of a foundation course, which consists of 40 hours of recorded videos, and after that, 3 days of refresher. So that becomes almost a 50 hours of a training in a month, which I record on regular intervals. So you will receive in the start two trainings, two recordings. One is 2 years old and one is that I recorded 2 months ago. This will start from the very basics, from the very zero. And this training will make you ready to do live trading with me. It will involve fundamental analysis, technical analysis, risk management, psychology of trading. You will be taught all the asset classes: stocks, futures, options, commodity, and forex. The first 1 month is for learning, it is not for trading. First 1 month, you are just learning. You have a relationship manager, you are in contact with you. My personal WhatsApp is with you. Once your 40 hours are finished, you can finish it in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Once it is finished, you get ready to do trading with me. You will open demat accounts and what broker you trade with is your choice. You have the choice of your broker. Once you have done the 1 month, you start live trading with me. The way everybody was live trading with me yesterday, I showed you. You will live trade with me, and it will be 2 times in a month. My assumption is that you do jobs, so the course has been designed accordingly. So twice in a month from 9 to 3:30, from 9 a.m. to 3:30, every session is recorded. Recording is sent to you. In this, you will be doing live trading with me under instructions. Then second and fourth Thursday in the night, 9 to 11 in the night, you will be doing the live learning of topics with me. So the overall the course would be about 200 hours in 6 months, out of which about 100 hours is live trading with me and 100 hours is live learning and recordings with me. Every Friday you will get a session. There are notes, there are homeworks, there are books to be read that will be given to you. That's why this is for serious people. It is not a 2 day course. You don't become good in 10 days. It will take hard work of 6 months to reach the level. Your trading and investing will start after 1 month. Okay. How many of you are serious about this, guys? How many of you can work hard? कि मैं इतनी मेहनत करने को तैयार. You'll become a good trader and investor, but you have to work hard. Then, so this is what you're doing in 6 months. After that, I have a mechanism by which you will remain connected with me for life. I do a mentoring session every Thursday in live market, 12:30 to 1:30. And this you will keep on receiving for life. Like all those big traders, they're still connected to me through this one. After the training, you can build your own portfolio and do all kind of trading. As I said, this is the course fees, 42,000 rupees all inclusive. This is for serious people, guys. Credit card EMIs are available on the website for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. But you cannot pay me 42,000 rupees today. You can only pay me 1,000 rupees, and I will talk to you tomorrow. You have to give a small interview, then I accept people as traders and investors. And these 20 people that I'll select today, the first 20 people that I'll select today, they also get a 10% discount. You pay 37,800 instead of 42,000. You save 4200. You get 2 physical books that will be delivered at your place and 7 trading ebooks. But this is for the first 20 people only. I'll be taking only 20 people, guys. Now, where can you pay? This is the training support team number. Let's go to my website, guys, and see. First of all, since the first 40 hours are recorded, you can start anytime. You can start from tomorrow if you want. Okay. So, and this 1,000 rupees advance you will pay me is totally refundable. If I feel you can't do it, if you feel you don't want to do it after talking to me, the 1,000 rupees would be refunded back, no money asked. Now, let's open up. See, these are the various dates on which courses are starting. I'll give you the link shown first. This is what I have explained, same thing available here. And these are the major parts of the course. First is the mentorship programs, which is on practice with me, live trading with me, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, risk management, psychology of trading, all asset classes, all types of trading. And the topics I will be teaching you are mentioned here. Now, let me tell you where you can pay your advance. Today, you can only pay advance, guys. Don't pay money for the course. You have to pass through a small interview tomorrow, and I'll be calling you between 11 o'clock and 7 o'clock tomorrow. Between 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., I'll be calling you. It takes me time to talk to these 20 people, and I'll be calling you in alphabetical order, A first and Z last. And this is the link to pay the 1,000 rupees advance, and 20 is the maximum people I'll be taking. And I still have here about 200 people left. So the serious ones are here. And before you can pay me the 1,000 rupees advance, you will have to do a free registration first, guys. This is the link for free registration. Only after doing the free registration, you can pay me 1,000 rupees. Free registration is compulsory if you're not already registered on the website. And then this is where you can pay your 1,000 rupees advance, guys. Great. So those who want to give an interview tomorrow, those who are serious about trading and investing, and those who want to make this kind of money, guys, even in a falling market, please pay your advance now. The time starts now. If you have any queries and questions, now I have 20 minutes for question answers, guys. Please feel free. And these 20 people also get a 10% discount. They get 2 hardcover physical books delivered to their home and some ebooks to study. And this is the advance payment link. Great, guys. Keep on asking your questions. Feel free to ask. 20 minutes I have for question answers. Till 11 o'clock the session is there. 20 minutes I have. Now, Bilal says, when we will pay the rest of the money? Is that one time payment? Yes, you have to pay the rest of the money before you start your course. And there is a EMI facility available on the website for credit card payments at very attractive rates. Charudatta say, I found a clone of your site. Please take. That's not a clone of my site, Charudatta. This is my free articles. This one. You see here, this is pathfindertraining.com. This is also my site only. Here I write articles every day. यहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे मेरे articles मिलेंगे. I love to write. So I regularly write. This is my blog sort of a thing. तो ये clone site नहीं है, मेरा blog है चारुदत्ता. Okay, fine. Now, Kan Bhalla, sir, I like your honesty. Some of the things you have written are very personal to you, so I'll not read them. I'll just read your last line. I have debt, but now I'm realizing that I should go back to my banking core knowledge, but confused on how to do now as I'm stuck with my bad decisions. So that is very, very unfortunate it happens, but we have to get over it, Mr. Bhalla. And since you want to get over it, I would suggest that you start seriously on learning. Now, Sachin says, what is the minimum investment required initially? Very less. So in the start, you will start with stocks first. So you will start with a very small capital of 5 to 10,000 rupees only. So no future option in the first 1 month. You start with just 5 to 10,000 rupees. First, gather the skill, and once your skill is gathered, you discuss with me and then increase your capital. Ashish, how many batches in a year? A course starts every Saturday. Ashish, a course starts, online course starts every Saturday. Sachin say, how much time does it take to master all 50 trading setup? About 6 months, Sachin. That's why it is a 6 months course. Mukesh says, what is the affiliate code? Don't write anything on the affiliate code, guys. So just when you're doing the registration, kindly wrote any affiliate code or discount code. When you'll do the balance payment, then I'll give you a discount code of 10% that I am giving today. Prashant says, is recording of this class available? Yes, Prashant, the recording of the class is available. Okay, so I have more questions coming. I've received two payments so far already. One is Emmanuel Sandeep, and second is Amitoj Singh. So two people have already paid, and some are in the process. I'll take only 20. The first 20 only I'll take, and they will get a discount of 10%. Now, I'm a college student in first year in engineering. Was the best route for trading for me. Ayush Godbole says, Ayush, one of my very young student now is a 17-year-old studying in class 11th, and he now trades options. And his parents, you know, guys, if you are a student and you pay the advance, I have to talk not only to you but to your parents as well. If you are less than 18 years of age and you are paying in advance, I will need to talk to your parents also. Ayush Godbole, that's for you. Siddharth Jensen, what is a morning star pattern? Morning star is a candlestick pattern consisting of two gaps, which gives a strong bullish reversal, Siddharth. Okay, now Shripani say, will you explain about forex trading, about currencies? Yes, I'll be teaching forex trading in detail. In fact, one of the pairs you will learn properly, and I'll train you on this, is USD INR. And it requires just 2000 rupees to trade a USD INR. Most people think options and futures are expensive. It is the other way around. They are 10 times cheaper than stocks. So it is a skill set, but you cannot touch, I repeat, you cannot touch futures and options till you have mastered your technical analysis. Kanchan Sharma has a question. How much time a beginner takes to become a professional trader? If you're an absolute beginner, Kanchan, about 1 year. But in about 3 months, you will start doing good. In fact, your target in the first 6 months is to reach about 5% a month. That could be a good target to have. But it takes about 1 year to become pretty good. It takes about 3 years to become a full timer. Vipul Sultane say, how can we invest in foreign market? You can't. So the answer is blunt and simple. You can't, and you don't have to. Our own market is so attractive. Why do you want to invest somewhere else? Can you name your YouTube channel? I can give you a link of that. Just a minute. Somebody wants my YouTube channel. Just click on free videos. It will take you to my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel with more than 200 videos, guys. Mostly demonstration videos here. So that's my YouTube channel. And I regularly put my live trades here. Like here, this is live trading option strategy with about 49,000 of profit. Recently, I put in here, you know, trading a coronavirus and using strategies. 2,43,000 rupees of profit. Here I'm booking a 24,360 rupees of profit. Okay, I'll come back. The course details, just a minute, I will tell you. For course details, guys, this is the place for course details. I'll give the link to you. I'm continuously receiving your advances now. All those people who are giving advances, before I go to sleep, I'll be sending you a confirmation mail confirming your advance payments, guys. Before I go to sleep, I will be sending you a confirmation mail, of your advance payment. In that confirmation mail would be my personal email ID and my personal mobile number. The request is, please save that mobile number in your phone with the name of Yogeshwar Vashishtha, so that when I call you tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., you recognize my number. In case you're not available or your phone is ringing, I'll leave a SMS message for you. Prakash, first focus on learning. Trading can start later. First focus on learning. When we start trading and earn money, Ritesh says, after 3 months. You'll start trading with me after 1 month, but in the start, you will be trading with very less capital. And it takes about 3 months to get a hang of it. After that, you should be doing good. Then Ayush. Ayush says, in long term, Warren Buffett style approach better or short term option trader better? Both. Not many people know that Warren Buffett uses options to hedge his portfolio. Ayush Godbole, did you know that Warren Buffett uses options to hedge his portfolio? You should learn both. Okay, then I have Ravichandran says, I don't know about the basic ideas of math, but I'm doing trading. Is it useful for me? Well, Ravi Chandran, you are gambling. So if you are comfortable with gambling, it is your choice. But someday someone will take all your money from you. Samir says it includes GST as well. Yes, guys, this course fees is inclusive of everything, all the taxes except this 42,000. You have to pay nothing, and those who are paying advance today, you are getting a 10% discount. You're getting it only for 37,800, all inclusive. You get the notes also, you get the software also, you get the support also, and you get the lifetime mentoring also. Kanchan Sharma has a question. How much time do one invest one with job and earn well? Well, that's a very good question, Kanchan. About an hour a day. Don't miss any of my sessions. About 45 minutes before you go to sleep, and about 3 to 4 hours on the weekends. That should be doing it. Shiti Ravi, say I'm an engineering student in second year. What would be a suggestion for me to get in the stock market? How do I start? Where do I start? And what do I start with? You start with learning first, Shitish. And then I would suggest you discuss it with your parents, and tell them that this is what you're going to learn. You can also give them a recording of my session to listen. But I know students who will never do a job now, because if you can earn that money from trading itself, why do you have to do a job? See, let's see, Andy. Our whole 25 years we spend just gathering skills. The next 25 years we use those skills to earn money, to socialize. Same here. Prashant says, I'm attending from phone. Please share payment link. Payment link is this one. It's the 1,000 rupees advance, Prashant, but you'll have to do the free registration on the site first. Siddharth Jain, is it right that developed country VIX is higher than developing country? No, that's not true. But since you told the VIX, let me open something else for you. People are asking me, is the market risky? I teach with live trading, guys. पूरी तो किताब से भी मिल जाती है. So here, let's look at this market. This is our volatility index. And historically, our volatility index is in the range of, see, what is the range of our volatility index? Between 10 and 20. That was the Ajit, what is the affiliate promo code? Don't put anything there. Don't put anything in the affiliate promo code, guys. It's not applicable. Now here, now suddenly see what is the volatility that has become. It has reached the level of 84. The last time there was a volatility like this was in 2008 crash, when the highest volatility was 64. And we already reached a peak of 84. This market right now, for a person who doesn't know, is 700 times more risky than the regular market. I hope I have made my point very clear. श्रीराज पाटिल से, कैन यू टेक सेशंस इन हिंदी लैंग्वेज? श्रीराज जी, जो पहले 40 घंटे हैं उसको आप चाहें तो हिंदी में भी ले सकते हैं. मैंने उनको हिंदी में भी रिकॉर्ड किया है और इंग्लिश में भी रिकॉर्ड किया है. तो आप चाहें तो हिंदी वाला ले सकते हैं. जो मेरी लाइव ट्रेडिंग होती है वो मिक्स लैंग्वेज में होती है. हिंदी भी बोलता हूँ, इंग्लिश भी बोलता हूँ, और ये वाला सेशन चूंकि इंग्लिश में है तो इसलिए मैं पूरी इंग्लिश बोल रहा हूँ. ओके. Pune said, I wanted my wife to take this up, but not sure what is the assessment criteria. That I'll tell tomorrow. You can pay in advance. And Puneet, I'm sure your wife, will be able to learn. Ladies are great. But let her decide, and let her give an interview tomorrow. And in any case, if she feels she can't do it, or I feel she can't do it, I'll give you 1,000 rupees back. Why the 1,000 rupees? So I have serious people, guys. I cannot talk to 200 people. Vyas Susale says for free registration is asking for promo code. No, not required. That is there, so you can leave it blank. Then that's fine, Girish. Then now I have Vishnu Priya Shankar. I'm a first year college student. What tips do you have? Learn. If you don't want to be in the rat race of a job, learn it. It has taken me out of the rat race. I did a corporate job for 15 years, and I can tell you it is not worth it. You become a slave to somebody. So at some stage, you should have financial freedom of your own. Doing a job is a necessity, you can't avoid it, but have a second source of income where stock market fits in. That's fine, Puneet. There are many people who want their wives to learn. In fact, you should teach your wife because that is the best insurance you can give her, a skill to make money. Kan says, till when can we apply for a course starting on Saturday? You have to pay an advance today of 1,000 rupees. Tomorrow, if you pass the interview, I will, allow you to start on Saturday. Provin says, can it be an installment? There is an EMI facility available on the website. We have very attractive tie-ups with the various banks. If you pay by credit card, you can take a 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a 12-month EMI. Okay. Durgesh says, I need this recording. I'll be sending the recording to everybody, Durgesh, not only to you. I'll be sending the recording to everybody. I know some of you had a bad connection. Some of you would like to learn it again. So, it's much better that I send it to everybody. Some of you could not attend, some were absent. Okay. Then Ravi Chandra will discuss tomorrow and confirm. Is it okay? Yes, tomorrow I'll be talking to all the people I'm receiving their advances. Mukesh Shah say I've registered, but how to make the payment? It is very simple, Mukesh. Okay. Just click on pay now and follow the instruction. It will take you to the cart. After that, follow the instructions. Sachin Patil says, can we have a recording of this interaction today since I had missed out about 30 minutes? Yes, you will receive a recording. Dilip says, what will be the discount if I joined? If you join and you pass the interview tomorrow, you get a 10% discount. Gautam says, is there alternate time for working professional who can attend 9 to 3:30? It's not every day. It is not every day, Gautam. रोज नहीं है. 9 to 3:30 is not every day. 9 to 3:30 live trading is only 2 times in a month. I know you do a job, out of which one is compulsory and one is optional. So 9 to 3:30 is only 2 times in a month. One is compulsory, one is optional. I'll be sending a recording of all the sessions. Okay, Darshan said, do you only take session or some team members are there to handle? I have a team of 20 people, Darshan. Every session will be taken by me only. I do not delegate coaching to anybody. I have an able team to help you, assist you, but the training and the live trading is done by me only. Okay. Ravi Chandran, I think I've answered you, Mr. Ravi Chandran. Kiran Shetty, unable to select the bank or credit card payment. Just make use you're using a Chrome browser. Sachin says stats knowledge required. No, no stats knowledge required. Basic maths is okay. Heath says, what is the RSI metric? RSI is Oscillator ranging from 0 to 100, which tells you about the overbought and oversold prices. So is it right time to deal in crude oil? Yes, if you want to put some crude oil, some petrol or diesel into your car, sir. But crude oil is very volatile right now. If you do not understand properly the crude is very rude. Stay away. Learn it first. Now, Subbu says, will you be recommending the trading support resistances SW? I don't know what is SW. So, Subbu, I don't know what is SW that you have written. Okay. Now, Kanchan says, I'm an absolute beginner. Zeros are great, Kanchan. If you have multiple zeros and you put one in front of it, the zero becomes very powerful. At least you are a clean slate and you can be taught. We have more. Prashant says, can I invest in Nifty Bees? Nifty Bees is an exchange traded fund that has given historical returns of about 10% a year. If you want 10% a year, you can definitely invest in that. Prashant says, do you also provide advice on what to buy and when? No, you live trade with me. The aim is to teach you how to do it. Okay, some more question. So I'm receiving your advances, guys, and all those people who have paid the advance, I'll be giving you I cannot individually confirm right now, but all of you will receive an email from my personal email ID before I go to sleep, where I'll confirm your payment and I'll also share my personal mobile number and personal email ID. So you will get it before I go to sleep. The advances you have paid are totally refundable. In case I say you can't, will not be able to do it because it happened sometimes. Like for example, I had a 75-year-old gentleman who wanted to put all his savings in the stock market. So I had to spend 1 hour telling him you don't require it, sir. Please, these are your life savings. Keep them in FD. So I will take a decision if you should go ahead. Durvas says, is it possible for working persons to attend live session on Wednesday 9 to 3:30? Yes, there is a mechanism in offices called leave. So Durvas, एक छुट्टी लेनी पड़ेगी. One leave you have to take per month. And if your office doesn't even give you one leave per month, you should definitely do this course. Now, Sumit says, I'm a beginner. How much time apart from your classes will be required to devote to live market for matching up with your teachings? Very good question, Sumit. Uh, I told in the start an hour before you sleep and about 3 4 hours in the weekends, and don't miss any of my session. If you miss the live by any way, please go for the recordings. Now, Biplab Ghosh is a question. I have one question regarding mutual funds. If I want to close my monthly SIP for mutual fund, can I keep that money there and withdraw with higher returns after 5 10 years? No, sir, you can't do that. They will give you returns only if your money is there. But you can, the existing mutual funds you can keep, and they will give you about 10% a year in if the market goes up. Piyush Jain said, do we need to register to pay? Yes, Piyush, you need to register to pay. You need to do a free registration, then payment can be done. Okay. Now, Ajit Kadam says, what is the minimum capital required for futures option trading in today's market? The minimum capital required would be about 1.5 lakh rupees, Ajit, for trading one lot of a future. A lot of questions coming. I'll take all the questions even if it takes more time, guys. Dilip Vittal Bhadve says, duty in morning hours, doing PhD also able to learn. You're doing a PhD, Dilip. You're doing a PhD. Come on, you're a serious one. But you have to find reduce your sleep by 2 hours and include 20 minutes of meditation. You should be able to do it. Okay. Bhuvan Anand says, my basics are not clear. Can I get these cleared before starting? That is what is the 1 month foundation is for. That is to give you the basic and the advanced. Nilesh says, I'm based in UK. How do we do live sessions due to time different? Nilesh, I'm sorry I can't change the market timings. So you will have to get the recordings. But the sessions that I have in the night, 9 to 11, that you will be able to attend because that will be the, I think, the evening time for you. But since live sessions have to be taken in the live market only, so you'll have to manage with the recordings or you'll have to, maybe wake up a little early. I have some students from USA who attend them in the night. Okay. Will you provide study material and books? Yes, Ajit, I'll be providing study material and books. Subbu says, can we use the existing trading and demats account? Of course, you can use your existing trading and demat accounts. I think I have just two, three more left. Ritesh, do you think market is good to invest or trade? Ritesh, market is always good to invest and trade. As long as the market is moving up or down, it is good to invest and trade. In terms of portfolio building, the next 2 months will give you the maximum opportunity to invest in good stocks growing at more than 25% per year. I'll also be teaching you hedging so that in case the market crashes down and if you have a portfolio value more than 5 lakhs, you can hedge it, protect your capital. Nilesh, are we expecting the Nifty to go down till 7500? Nilesh, the 50% retracement on the Fibonacci is at 7300. So that looks to be the next level. Vipul Sultani says, does US market affects other market around the world? It is not only US market, Vipul. It is all markets affect each other now. Europe market affects us, our market affects their market, US market affects Chinese market. So all the stock markets in the world are now interrelated. Saurabh says payment is stuck. Can you give me your Saurabh, try again. Sorry, late in the night. Right now I can't do anything. My team is not there. So just try it again. Just restart and do it. The support number is this guy. In case you are stuck somewhere right now, I have a team member there. You can call on this number. If somebody is stuck on a payment or anything, please call on this number and you will get help. Now, can it be combined with business? Yeah. Businessmen always have more time, Praveen. Saurabh says a Paytm number, please. If anybody wants to do a Paytm, I have a Paytm number that you can pay in case you're not able to do it. On the website, there is a Paytm, but in case I'll write here. Those who want to do a Paytm, I'm giving you a Paytm number of my company. Paytm, just a minute. 9967630595. This is the Paytm number. Your 1,000 rupees in case by any chance you're not able to pay on the website, kindly do a Paytm, but make sure you send a WhatsApp on this number with your complete name and your email ID. Okay, now Darshan says that these batches keep starting every week. Every Saturday a batch starts. Every week a batch starts. Okay. Sharaz says, I don't have any basic idea about stock markets or portfolio. Can I take this class? Yes, Sharaz, this is for absolute beginners. That's why it is effectively a 7 month course. Even though on site I have written 6 months course, it is effectively a 7 month course and lifetime of mentorship. First 1 month are for foundation, and then 6 months are to do live trading and live learning with me. Yes, beginners can definitely take. There are only two kind of people here: absolute beginners or people who have suffered losses. Great. Right, all those guys, all those who have done the advance payment of 1,000 rupees, thank you very much. I will be giving you a confirmation before I go to sleep. It might be a little late in the night before I do that. And tomorrow between 11 and 7, I'll be calling you because I don't know how much a talk with a student will take. It might finish in 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes 20, 25 minutes. It might even finish in 5 minutes. I don't know, but I'll be calling you between 11 and 7 in alphabetical order. Charudatta say, can it be done in shorter duration? No, sir. No matter how motivated we are, if a baby needs 9 months to deliver, it will need the 9 months. You can't rush a skill. Vyas says, where are you basically from? Which state? I'm right now settled in Mumbai. I'm originally from Dehradun. My father is a scientist, Vyas. Indian Institute of Petroleum, if you remember. Uh, just about a year ago, they had put these organic fuels on the flight that came from Indian Institute of Petroleum. My father was one of the scientists who invented that fuel. He is now 83, enjoying his retirement, and I'm a very proud son of my father. I'm originally from Dehradun, worked all over the world, now settled in Mumbai. Okay. Does exchange rate affects market condition? Dilip Vittaldas? Yes, they do. They do actually, and you'll be learning that. Charudatta, if you are willing to work hard, that's what I say. If you're willing to work hard, you can start doing good in 3 months. If you because this course is designed for people doing jobs. If you have more time, you're sitting at home, you're doing it full time. The same thing you can finish in 3 months. Bhuvan says I did not get any feedback for my questions, sir. Maybe I missed your questions. If you can write it again down. I'm about to finish maybe last few questions now. The Ashish Jinde says, during the first 6 months, could I take part in guided trading for more than 2 days in a month? It happens for about 2 days in a month, so you can take for 2 days. You know, if I'll do more, I'll definitely invite you. Software. Chaitanya said, do we get the GST invoice to claim GST credit? Yes, if you need a GST invoice, we'll provide it to you. Gautam Babu says, thanks for reply. Can we choose the live trading sessions? And there'll be 12 live sessions. That is right, but you can't choose them. The day is fixed. It will be first and third Wednesday of the month so that everybody can plan and come. Sachin Walun say UPI payment option does not work by any chance because since most people are able to pay, in case you're facing a problem, you can do 1,000 rupees Paytm on this number, guys. Again, giving you the number. If you want, you can do a Paytm on this number. But make sure you WhatsApp your name and your email ID. Okay, Bhuvananand, great, I think. Ankit Shah say, will you provide any certification for this learning? Most people don't require certificates, but there are few people who require a certificate. In case you want a certificate, Ankit, you can tell your relationship manager, and at the end of the training, he will provide it to you. You just have to pass a small test. Vyas says, do we have to open a trading account with you even if we have one already? No, 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 I'm not a broker. You can open a trading account with whomsoever you want. And Balla says, wow, meditation is definitely the key. I respect you for this advice. Come in my classes while we are live trading. I make sure we meditate in between. I teach scientific meditations. I'm an avid meditator myself. Bhuvan says, can I get today discussion by mail? Yes, I'll be doing. Prashant says, what is hedging? Hedging is a process by which you protect your capital by taking the opposite direction trade. Sachin says, thanks, the presentation is awesome. Sachin, you guys are awesome. You're here till here. It is 11:17. You guys are still here. Okay, then Durva said, do we have to click or pay now options for paying advance? You know, guys, later on, those who want to be very serious, this course is good enough for your trading and investing. But if somebody wants to become a full-time trader and he wants to do it very seriously, I also have online trading room where people come and practice with me every day. Of course, that costs, you know, but that is not required. That is not essential. This is good enough. That is to answer you, Mr. Kiran Shetty. See, there are people who want to become full timers, and at some stage, maybe after 3 months, they want to practice with me regularly. So I have an online trading room, but you don't get it just like that. You need to be on a level for that. Guys, the Paytm number I'm giving you, not that one. Don't use that number by mistake. I give you a different number. This is the Paytm number. Please put on this only, which is the number. The other number by mistake I gave of my manager. Please do Paytm only where I've written Paytm number. Only on that number. Raghunath Mullah says, is your office in Bangalore? No, Raghunath, my office is in Mumbai, in Thane. I stay in Hiranandani estate here. Subbu says, what are the weekend training timing? There is no training on weekend. I only work from Monday to Friday. Okay. Kiran Shetty, on the website when you will go on the Google, there will be I'm the only one doing live trading in India. So I get so much of that hate spam. I cannot control it. So if you will go and see, there'll always be some idiot talking something. If I start reading all that, I'll go crazy. So I don't, look at all that. There'll always be people who will be talking crap. Even Modi ji is not spared. Such a nice prime minister, even he gets all that crap on the, internet. You work hard to learn. Nilesh says, if we work hard and give time like a year, is it possible for us to make a portfolio of crore? Yes, provided you start with 50 lakhs. You need capital. Don't dream. These are all dreams, Nilesh. Sapne mat dekho. Be practical. A crore rupees is a big amount of money. You will take time to reach those levels. You know, just remember the salaries you are getting. So be practical there. In fact, the First, goal you should be having is, if I can be able to make the amount of money from the stock market that I'm making from my salary, that can be a good goal. Can you agree with that, guys? That's a good goal to have. Now, Sachin says, is there any software we need to install? No, Sachin. You'll not require any software. We'll be providing you the software. Sachin says, what is your personal number? My personal number I will send to the people who are given 1,000 rupees advance. I share my personal number only with them and my students. Dharanish, what time you meditate? I meditate whenever I find time. Meditation is not a riddle. Whenever you find time, you should meditate a few hours every day. Okay, guys, I think I have taken the last question, and I really, really appreciate all of you who came into my webinar today. I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. I pray all of you achieve success. And let me finish with a prayer. We are in tough times, and let's all of us be safe and get out of it safely, and let's grow together. Om Sehna Vavatu Sehna Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे ओम शांति शांति शांति. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Very happy Ram Navami, and God bless all of you.